Better Together with Maria, your life improvement series.
We have to know ourselves. So I would say that that's the first thing, is to take the time to develop that internal awareness, to utilize our past experiences to understand the person that we are now. So discernment, knowing yourself, I would say, is one of the core things that I believe helps with developing a good sense of self-worth.
And how did you get to know yourself, Rosie?
I think just doing those small steps, those goals like you brought up, running a marathon, going to school, putting myself through college, just seeing that I was resilient and that I was able to actually complete things and do things really allowed me to see that there was a part of me that wanted to be successful. And even though I fully didn't believe it, it's like that sort of fake it till you make it. I didn't fully believe it, but my actions it was like I was reverse engineering it. My actions were acting as if I was successful. And so the more that my actions did that, the more that my mind got into sync with that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that we mentioned earlier, you said something about rock bottom. One of my friends, when I started going to college, saw that this transformation that I had done. I was running, I was meditating, I was talking about wellness, and he was like, something's different about you. And he goes, oh, I know what it is. You hit rock bottom. And initially I was like, did he just insult me? What just happened here?
Mm-hmm.
And then it took me a moment to think about what he was saying. And what I said to him is I didn't hit rock bottom. You can't actually ever hit rock bottom when you started from the bottom. Ooh. Right? Everything is upward. At that point, everything is a plus. Everything is going to be a success. Breathing is a success, right? And so that's really where we all start from.
Ground
so this
zero.
idea of,
yes.
Right? So this idea of rock bottom is so scary for a lot of people because, I've achieved this amount of success. And so failing is going to bring me back down to the bottom. You'll never, ever, ever be at the bottom.
And I will tell you,
ever.
for some of our successful people who are out there, let's say you're successful financially, there are proven cases of people that they only know that way of life. So they've purposely or subconsciously bankrupted themselves or gone into failure because they only know now I'm at rock bottom and rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
It's very scary.
Right.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And I would say the second thing is this whole idea of self-care and creating a time to recognize. So our internal voice, that voice that helps us discern, needs to be nurtured. And by slowing down and eating right and exercising and sleeping, sleep is huge.
Right.
The more that we can get into sort of these basics of caring for ourselves, the more sharpened that discernment voice will be, the more clear it will be. So I think that is something else that really feeds our self-worth. If we're taking care of ourselves, we're taking the time to eat good food, to meditate, to turn all the electronics off after a certain time and put ourselves to bed, that's going to begin to feed that, I'm caring for myself. I'm worthy of care. Mm-hmm. Because we oftentimes, how many of you there have ever experienced somebody taking care of somebody else more than they're taking care of themselves?
Oh, yeah. I think most caretakers.
Yeah.
That you see these people who are, bless them, are in service, but yes, I see that all the time.
Yeah. And to me, that's sort of the juxtaposition. It's the most interesting thing, because here you are dedicating your life to caring for somebody else, but you can't peel off 5 minutes or 10 minutes to order yourself some food or make yourself something or put yourself to bed, give yourself a nice long rest.